Hello everyone, today Pikmin 4 is now out. You'll be able to play this game into your PC. If you don't have a Nintendo Switch but want to play and try out this game, then this is the perfect video tutorial for you to watch, because I'm going to teach you everything you need, every files, every setup, every guide that you need to get started is within this video tutorial. So be sure to follow everything, okay? So this are all the 3 files that you need, as I have highlighted in my desktop. Be sure I'm going to be teaching you where to get all these files, and also you will get to install an app called Ryujinx, because this is the most important app that you'll need to be installed into your PC so that you'll be able to play Switch games. So this app is called Ryujinx. So for those who don't know, Ryujinx is a Nintendo Switch emulator that can run and play Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have all of the 3 files here installed in Ryujinx. So I'm going to show you that I have Pikmin 4 here. As you can see here, I have Pikmin 4 and it runs quite well in my PC. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Ryujinx first, okay? So I'm just going to open a web browser here, and I'm just going to type in Ryujinx emulator, then hit search. Ryujinx.org is their official website, so be sure to click on that, and then go to download. So if you're using Mac, be sure that you're in Mac OS 11 or later version in order for you to install Ryujinx. And if you're from Linux, you can get an installer here, and if you're from Windows, just like me, you can get an installer here. I am in Windows 11, and there's no issue regarding running Ryujinx emulator, so be sure to get Ryujinx here. So since I have already installed Ryujinx emulator, I'm just going to skip on the download installation process, because the download installation process is really easy to do, and that anyone can do that, and any noob can do this, okay? So I just showed you guys the official way to get Ryujinx, so be sure to only get Ryujinx emulator in their site. So I'm going to minimize this now, and I'm going to assume that you have already installed the latest build of Ryujinx. So if this is your first installation, be sure to boot up and run Ryujinx emulator now. And then you'll be met with certain errors saying that you'll need some certain files to be installed in Ryujinx before you can play Switch games. So what are those files? Those files are the Nintendo Switch firmware and then Nintendo Switch keys. Both should be in version 16.0.3 in order for run and play Pikmin 4. And your Pikmin 4 should be either in XCI or NSP file format in order for it to be able to be detected in Ryujinx. So if you're asking me where to get all these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console and that you have modded that Nintendo Switch console and installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just transfer all of these files from your Switch to your PC. So just copy all the firmware file and the keys files, okay? And in order for you to get the Pikmin 4 game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game, have a physical copy of that game, or purchase it in eShop and have a digital copy of that, and you can now digitally back up that game legally into an NSP or XCI file format. So if you have a Switch but don't know how to mod or install some firmware, or you don't have a Switch but still wants to play this game and don't know where to get all of these files, so I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you where to get all of these files, okay? So in order for you to get all of these files, I'm just going to leave a QR code here, wherein you can scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile phone. And once you have scanned it, you will be redirected to the page wherein you can get all of these 3 files. So be sure to scan the QR code, and you will visit approms.com. And once you are in the site, be sure to hover down in the middle part of the website so that you'll get the NSP file format of Pikmin 4. And once you have done that, hover down a little bit in the bottom part of the website so that you'll get the firmware and the keys of the Nintendo Switch to your phone, then transfer them to your PC. So since you're using your phone and getting all of these files here, be sure to transfer it into PC using a USB cable, assuming that you're using an Android mobile device. So I'm going to assume that you have a copy of all of these files now. It's time to install them into Ryujinx. So to do this, just go to Ryujinx, go to File, open Ryujinx folder, and then locate the system folder, open that, and then open keys 16.03 file here, and then all you have to do is drag and drop, copy and paste those files, and transfer them into this folder. This folder should be empty, by the way, because it's your first installation, so I'm just going to close that. And now go to Tools, so that you'll be able to install the firmware file of the Switch. Go to Tools, install a firmware from XCI or zip file, click on that, and then locate the firmware file. Then it will say that we'll have to install this firmware, hit yes, and the system version is now successfully installed. Your firmware version of the Switch and your Ryujinx emulator will have the same version now, and you'll be able to play any Nintendo Switch game from here on. And also, it will your Ryujinx will now be able to detect your Switch games and also show you their game icons. So if you see a game that is blank or black, that means that you're using an outdated firmware and an outdated key. So be sure to only follow the QR code that we have put in the screen so that you'll only get the proper files. You'll only get the Pikmin 4 files to run in your Ryujinx emulator. So what's the next step now? So the next step now is to optimize your Ryujinx so that you'll be able to play Pikmin 4. To do this, just go to options, go to settings, and in this part, just pause the video and copy every setting that you see. So in this is the general tab. The game directories could be anywhere into your PC as long as you know where they are. And also your games, your Nintendo Switch games should either be in XCI or NSP file format so that Ryujinx will be able to detect the game. Now go to input, go to player 1 and hit configure. Okay, and then as you can see, my Nintendo Switch Pro Controller has been detected. It's better to use a Pro Controller rather than mouse and keyboard and playing Switch games, because mouse and keyboard will be really hard to control the game with it. So if you have an Xbox or PlayStation controller, you can connect them here and then you can just map them up according to your liking. But the left and right sticks, the dead zone setting should be set into 0.20% so that there'll be no drifting into your playthroughs. Once done, hit save. Now go to system. And in this part, just pause the video and copy every setting that you see. The system region and system language, you can change this to whichever you prefer and the volume too. Now I'm going to go to the graphics tab. So this is the most important part, so be sure to copy everything, okay? So graphics backend multi-threading should be on, and graphics backend API should be in Vulkan. Your preferred GPU is your dedicated graphics card, and the enhancement is that you enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. Resolution scale is that you set it into 2x resolution. But if your PC cannot handle the emulation, then you can change this into the native resolution of the Switch. But 2x resolution for me is the best because that will make the game much sharper, much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if you have a powerful PC, then you can change the settings into a higher resolution here. But for me, 2x is the best. Now, post-processing effect should be none, upscale should be bilinear, anisotropy filtering should be auto, and aspect ratio should be in 16:9. Once done, hit apply and save. Now your Ryujinx is now fully optimized to run Pikmin 4 and all of the previously released Nintendo Switch games. So a little bit of disclaimer, I'll not be able to show you a gameplay of Pikmin 4 here because we all know Nintendo's really strict. They don't really like this kind of content. So if I show you a gameplay of Pikmin 4 running to my PC using Ryujinx, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down. That would be a really major hassle from my side. But I am willing to compromise a little bit. So I'm going to be booting up in the title screen of Pikmin 4, but I'm just gonna blur the screen from here on out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strike into my channel. So I hope you guys do understand the parts. I'm just gonna blur things out here. And there's a slight issue regarding Pikmin 4 when running Ryujinx because it sometimes have a graphical glitch in the title screen, but that's the only issue when playing the game. So as you can see here, it's now happening. So I'm just gonna go to the save file of my game here, and once I am done, I'm just gonna stop the emulation from there. So here, as you can see, it's running quite well. So I'm just gonna stop the emulation now. So the issue on Pikmin 4 is only in the title screen, but in the gameplay, there's no issue at all. So as long as you follow all the steps in this video tutorial, you're guaranteed to play Pikmin 4 into your PC with no issues at all. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Pikmin 4, then just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer all of them as fast as I could. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel because this will really help me out. And again, see you next time. Goodbye for now.